I would love to ask you guys to go ahead and find the chat, put in obviously your name is already there when you post, but put in maybe where you're from and what would you most like to learn about skincare tonight? Because I think that's an important question to ask. So go ahead and do that. And tonight you are going to have Christy and myself sharing with you on this skincare topic. And I'm going to share my screen. So, Julie, I am not a host yet. If you could make me host, please. You are muted, Julie. 1 minute. Awesome. Hey, I'm the host now. I can share my screen. Awesome. Thank you, friend. Okie dokie. So here we are with our screen sharing. And the only question that I have was, Julie, did you put on the little alert for people who might need to be let in from the waiting room? Because I won't be able to see that from here. So I probably need to do that. So hold on, pause. So sorry, friends. Let's just make sure that we can get everybody in who wants to come in. Okay, so we've got everybody so far. Awesome. And then I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Okie dokie. Yay. All right. So we are talking tonight about putting your best face forward. And the great thing, obviously, I'm prepared for this evening, right? Young Living has lots and lots and lots and lots. And did I mention lots of really phenomenal skincare products? So y'all, let me give you a hint. If this will move. There we go. Got it activated. Okay, so there are enough products for skincare that Young Living has an entire beauty school, which is super exciting. They do have weekend-long beauty schools, and they have workshops that are just for Saturday. And right now, they're doing everything virtually. So I'm going to show you really quickly. Okay, first of all, I got this at beauty school, so I had to wear that. And look at my beautiful bag. So it's not all hot pink. They have lots and lots and lots of different colors, and it is a stunningly gorgeous bag. I mean, like really, really high quality. And can I just tell you that it comes jam-packed with incredible goodies. Like some are full-sized, and then you get a lot of little sample packs. And I want to make sure, I think we just had somebody who wanted to come in. Y'all, this is a little hard with bringing people in and talking at the same time. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm not seeing anybody. Okay, so sorry. It is jam-packed full of goodies, and you do get full-size ones as well as small little packs. You get to be, there we go. Now I know I'm letting somebody in. Awesome. You get to have access to an exclusive group on Facebook for people who have attended beauty school. You also get access to special things that you can purchase. So beauty school collections, just different things like that. So there are a lot of perks to attending beyond just all of the knowledge that you get in that weekend. And the long weekend one, check out that box. Okay, that box filled with goodies, you do get that when you sign up for the virtual beauty school. So Julie tried to sign up for this month and it sold out so quickly. At $149, it was done. So she didn't get in for this month, but guess what? They are having virtual beauty schools September, October, November, and December. So y'all want to pay attention. And when you get this resource guide, you will have a link in there so that you will know exactly where to go to check that out, to get online right away. Like if it starts with registrations at 10 a.m., you want to be on at like 9:45 and just be ready to go and grab your ticket. It is well worth it. You will get so much great knowledge and you'll have a lot of fun. And the product that you get as part of your ticket is amazing. Young Living is so, 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 so generous. So I can't recommend it enough. But obviously, if it takes an entire weekend to go through all of the Young Living products that they have for skincare. We are not going to be able to cover all those tonight. So we are going to talk about 13 different products, and we are going to start with the art line. But first we're going to prep our faces, and then we're going to move into Bloom. We're going to spend more time on Bloom because that's a new product, whereas you might be more familiar with art. So, but we have things for all kinds of skin types, because guess what? If I can get this, there we go. Yay. This is not being very cooperative this evening. Different faces have different needs, right? So what Christy and I thought we would do would be to share the routines that we currently have and what we are going to be moving into. So Christy, I am going to turn this over to you and take us away.
All right. So I'm going to preface by saying that I am not always the good wash your face twice a day girl. I know that's bad, but I'm so glad I'm not alone, Andrea. Thank you.
I started thinking about this, Christy. I was like, maybe we weren't supposed to be the ones to do this webinar, but we are real people, right? And so
We're real.
This is us.
We're real. We all get busy. We all get tired. I tend to wash my face in the shower. I am very bad about washing my face at night. So when I talk about a couple products a little bit later, don't judge. Because I'm totally not using them how you're supposed to.
We won't say anything about sleeping with makeup on either, because that never happens. Okay, Julie, no judging. No judging. Okay.
Miss, I just washed my face for the night. She totally just washed her face before coming on here. I'm like, wow, I just came in from the rainstorm. Okay. The first thing that wait, I'm talking about that now?
Yeah.
You threw me off.
So sorry, because we have to take the makeup off before we do anything else, right, Christy?
So I don't. Okay, so this is a good learning moment. So I don't tend to use the makeup removers before I use the art cleanser, which is fine. Some people do, some people don't. But for me, the art cleanser does get my eye makeup off pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty stingy with my makeup remover wipes. So they come in a pack like this. Now granted, mine is almost empty, and I panicked a little bit when I got it this morning to have here with me, because it's usually like this thick. Like it's a big pack. So don't let this fool you. But I'm gonna tell you a little hack. I'm gonna show you one of the sheets while I'm pulling it out. The sheets are super, super, oh, I thought I just pulled out the last one. Did you see that look of panic? That was true panic, y'all. So the cloths are really, really, really soft. I can't see everybody on my screen, but if anybody has bought these, let us know in the comments. So this is how big a wipe is. Now I'm generally using these just to remove my eye makeup. I don't need a full-size sheet. I will cut this into 4s, and then I'll shove them back in the pack, and I will just use one little square, and it will get, even when I wear bad waterproof mascara, it will even get that off. I rarely need to grab a second square. So you can get 4 out of 1. So just remember that. They smell amazing. They're kind of like they smell very similar to the Savvy Minerals, the spray that you use. So it's a very light spray. It doesn't irritate my eyes, and I have very, very sensitive eyes. They water a lot. So I highly recommend these, if even for a quick like refresher when you're out on the go and you're not wearing foundation or anything. They're fantastic to have. When the baby wipes first came out, sorry, that's loud sprinkling. When the baby wipes first came out, I used those, but they really irritated my eyes. I love the baby wipes for other things, but just not my face. These, absolutely love. I can't say anything better about them. So next.
So hold on, I'm going to throw in 2 things. One, part of the reason why we put makeup remover wipes first was because while it works to be able to use the art cleanser to take off your eye makeup, they do specifically say with Bloom to remove your eye makeup first and then use the Bloom skincare system. So that's something important to keep in mind. And then my little hack is this little bottle here. So I used to have a really pretty antique perfume bottle that I used, and it came crashing off of my bathroom counter recently. But this is simply olive oil, okay? And just want to make sure all that is olive oil. And this is a trick that I learned a few years ago, that I read a book called Beauty Secrets of the Bible. And you can put olive oil on a cotton ball and it will gently remove your makeup. And it is wonderful. So I have done that as a hack for years and years and years, long before the makeup remover wipes came out. So until you get your makeup remover wipes, you can use olive oil on a cotton ball.
I used to do that. I used to have a jar, and I would put the little round pads in them with just some olive oil, a little bit of coconut oil. So yeah, I've been there, done that, and I just love the wipes. So, okay, so after that, that is when I move on to the Art Gentle Cleanser, and this comes in a pump. It's a foaming pump. It's a pretty big bottle when you get it. It's a light smell. It's got some frankincense in it. It's got some Royal Hawaiian sandalwood, which is one of my favorites. It's got lemon. It's got melissa. It's got lavender. It's very soothing to me. Maybe it's because of the foam, but I really, really like it. And I really take time in the shower to really pamper myself. I don't just wash real fast and go. I really cleanse it, get it foaming up in there. And I used to have very troublesome skin. I had a really horrible T-zone. And this has really kind of helped balance my pH, so I don't really have that as badly anymore, which is something that I absolutely love. And that's about all I have for the Art Cleanser. Oh,
I have a little hack. I cut mine in half.
I was gonna say mine. It only takes one pump for me, so
one pump for me too.
A long time.
It does. Yeah, mine's only one pump, but I cut it in half. But I also use argan oil because my face is normal, and then put a few drops of vitamin E, and then purified water.
Oh, right.
And then you can put, if you're a mature skin, you can also put ylang ylang and geranium and some more frankincense in there if you like. It is amazing. I keep mine in the shower and one on my sink so that I know that I have them on both sides, or one in the travel bag, or yeah.
Very nice.
So Julie likes her art intensive or her art cleanser. And unlike some of us, she washes twice a day.
Sometimes.
Just a note for you guys, on each of these slides, we put in how to use them. So you don't have to be worried about keeping all of these notes and all that. But when we throw out a little hack, the little hack probably isn't going to be included. So that I would write down. All right, so moving on. The Art Refreshing Toner. I love this stuff. I am one of those weird kind of people who likes to put it on the cotton ball and do the face, and especially the neck, and go, ooh, and see all the stuff on the cotton ball. I am currently out, so Julie is showing hers because I ran out just as I got the Bloom set. So I'm like, I'm going to pause and see what I think about the Bloom set. But the toner has been a must-have for me. I absolutely love how refreshing it is for my skin and how my skin feels so, so clean afterwards. So it is my favorite. I mean, I shouldn't say favorite because I love all the steps in it, but I really feel very satisfied when I use the toner. It's great. Then moving on, did you guys have anything for the toner, Christy?
Yeah, I had one little thing because, I love my Young Living, but this, we like to keep it real with you guys. The toner is not something that works for me. It makes my cheeks a little red, which is going to do to some people. So if you find that and you don't like it, I use plain old rose water. And if anybody wants a link, I can always share it with you. But I use the rose water. That's what works for me. It was just a little bit too, I forget, I had I'm always going to butcher this word, an esthetician help me out once. And she looked at the ingredients and she's like, well, this might be what's doing that to you. So try this. So don't be afraid. If something doesn't work for you, holler at us and we will help you work through it. So I just wanted to share that in there, that I love all our Young Living, but this one just doesn't work for me.
And that's that whole thing about everybody has a different chemical makeup, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why I love that we've got 3 different ones of us who are sharing things tonight, because we each have different skin, right? We're
Yes.
each different ages. So I have different needs than Christy and Julie and vice versa. So,
Absolutely.
okay, moving on. This is you, my friend.
This is me. So, okay, this is where that no judgment comes in. The Art Renewal Serum, y'all, by far one of my, probably the favorite total face product in the Art skincare line. It is amazing. I love the way it smells. Oh, I could smell that all day long. It's got a vanilla scent to it. It's made with orchids, which are really good for your skin. I'm sorry, what, Andrea?
No, it's luxurious. Sorry, I got
Yes.
excited. I didn't mean to jump on you.
No,
I got so
you're
excited
fine.
when you were talking about. I'm like, it's so luxurious, and I said it out loud.
It is. It is. It's just, it's silky smooth, and it goes on great. This is something that I use every single day religiously. Where the no judgment comes in is during the day, it's a little too heavy for my skin. I still have that oiliness that I get. So during the day, it's a little heavy for me throughout the day. I feel like it's a little much. It gets heavier throughout the day, I guess, if that's how I can explain it. So I tend to use this at night. And yes, I will even put it on if I haven't washed my face. That is how amazing it is. I absolutely love it. I think that everybody should try it. And I really notice how it helps with the fine lines when I'm always using it religiously, but I notice if I miss. How's that? It's very hydrating. It's got a lot of nourishing factors in it. It's by far one of my favorites. If you have not tried that, put that on your list. And again, one pump, I'll put one pump in the palm of my hand. I'll just kind of do this, and then I'll dab it all around because it doesn't take much, and then just gently massage it in. It's fantastic.
And that little amount, you're going to think, oh, that's not going to cover my face. No,
Oh,
it really covers your face.
It just glides on like it has a bunch of balls, like that just roll. It's so smooth. I absolutely love it.
My friend, are you going to Wolfberry Eye Cream, or are you going to Light Moisturizer next?
We can talk about our moisturizers.
Okay, because Wolfberry Eye Cream was before, so
I can do either one. It doesn't matter.
We'll go back.
Okay, so next up is moisturizer. And like I said before, I tend to have an oily tone to my face. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I, for that reason, like the light moisturizer. When I use this, I'm not at the end of the day feeling like a grease ball mess. I absolutely love it, but it also helps keep me hydrated. And we all know that properly hydrated cells are the key to replacing themselves. I'm a poet. It is absolutely it's a lovely moisturizer. I love how light it is. I can't say enough about it. And it actually comes in a pretty big bottle too. Also a pump. And for me, it takes one, sometimes 2 pumps, especially if I'm going down my neck and everything. But again, lasts a long time.
Agreed.
Andrea, I think you use a different moisturizer.
I do use a different moisturizer. I use the Art Intensive Moisturizer because some of us on this call happen to have more mature skin. So some of us are 51 and tend to have more dry skin as it is. So I love the Art Intensive Moisturizer. Now, I have done the light moisturizer during the summer, and I've done the Art Intensive Moisturizer during the winter. I have found that at this point, I've loved just using the intensive moisturizer year round, but that's another option. So if you're someone who tends to have drier skin in the wintertime, you might want to consider switching over to the Art Intensive Moisturizer for those winter months, and then enjoy the light moisturizer during the summer, which you can also add your Savvy Minerals powder into, your foundation powder into, and make a moisturizing foundation that way as well. So just a tinted moisturizer. There we go. That was the word I was looking for, tinted moisturizer.
Yes, I have made the tinted moisturizer as well. And I love it. With the art, it works for me too. And I do it right in the palm of my hand. I don't pre-make a whole bunch. Super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to the Wolfberry.
And I also use the sandalwood. For those of us who have the very mature skin on this call, this is my lifesaver for sure.
So to tap onto that, I also use the sandalwood moisturizer, but I have very dry hands. I use it as a hand cream, and I use it on my elbows and my chest. I cannot use it on my face. It's way too heavy for my face. But I love it for my hands, and I love the way it smells.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So definitely write down any notes on sandalwood moisturizer, because that's not part of this. So as far as the presentation, so if that's something that spoke to you, write that one down, because you want to make sure to remember that one. All right.
Okay.
Eye cream.
So this is my second favorite, first favorite. I don't know. It's a toss up, you guys. These two are my favorite. The Wolfberry eye cream is another one that I am absolutely religious about. I do use this twice a day, no matter what. I also don't follow the directions. That's okay. First, let's talk about how much it looks small. It looks tiny. It is tiny, but oh, where's my camera? Can you even see? That little bit that I have left in there will probably last me another good 2 months. So this will last me about 6 months. It does not take very much at all. Like, I don't know, maybe not even the, I can't even tell you. I was going to say the tip of an eraser, but even that's too much. That's way too much. Like, it takes just a little dab. Actually, I can just show you. Put it on now. So literally, I get that much on my finger. That's it. And that will do both eyes. Now, I do have mascara on, so I'm going to be careful. But I take it, I go like this, and then I dab it all around. And I will put it under my eyes. I will put it on my eyelids. Usually I'll go down my eyelashes, but I'm not going to do that since I have mascara on right now. But I just go all around, and I go up here because I tend to have that angry face a lot. And I will do that. Feel like that demonstration? That was attractive. Don't do that. Don't get those lines. But I go up here, so I go all around. The directions will tell you just to put it under your eyes, and like right around in here. I do the whole daggone eye socket. I love this stuff, and I put it on every single day, and I have noticed a huge difference since I started using it.
So I'm going to throw something out there, Christy, with what you said with your eye socket, because for me, when I have used this, if I need to remain on the outer edge over there, because for me, it travels inward. So if I do too much, it can feel like it's getting into my eyes.
Okay.
So I need to be more careful with keeping it a little further away from my eyes.
Yeah, see, knock on wood, thankfully, I don't have that issue, so I'm glad that you said that. So people should obviously do what works for you, but that's what I do. And since we did mention a few hacks, I wasn't going to talk about this, but now when I get this, I put a dropper full of our peppermint CBD oil in here, just one dropper, stir it all up, and it really helps with any puffiness that we might have going on under here. That's a new hack, and I have noticed a big difference. And the peppermint is so light as it is, I don't even really notice that it's in here. I can hardly even smell it because you use so little and there's so much product in here that's my little hack for that.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Love the Wolfberry.
Okay, so we're going to pause again on the art intensive because I didn't think to show you guys. If you have never used this, when you open it up, if you can see, there's a little tiny hole in the center. Okay, so the way that this is, oh, hello, I just moved my whole thing. You squeeze this down and you get just the right amount to come out the top. When you are getting low, okay, unscrew this. Okay, I'm not going to do it right now because I still have quite a bit left in here, but screw this off because you can get inside and get a whole bunch more out. Okay, so don't miss out what's inside of here. All right, okay, so let me go back to the screen that we were on. Don't know how I went ahead, that was why. Okay, so you're at Art Intensive. So we've talked about the art line. If you guys have any questions with regard to the art line, just go ahead and put those in the comments and we will catch those. And we'll have a Q&A at the end as well. But we want to move into the Bloom brightening system because, oh my word, we are all so stinking excited about this. So I am going to use my notes for this because this isn't as natural for me to kind of share about it because it is so brand new. But this has taken the Young Living world by storm. So we are super, super excited to have it launched. Currently, the brightening essence is not available, but it will be very soon. So just so you know, all three will be available again soon. But right now, just the cleanser and the lotion are available. So free radicals damage our skin and DNA, which is when the first signs of aging appear. Not for us, right? This collection gives you an instant hint of radiance, which is awesome. And after consistent use, you see long-term brightening benefits. It's great for all skin types and any looking for a brightening boost. So brightening is like all the thing, right? Everybody's talking about brightening, I want brightening, I want brightening. Well, hey, we can do it naturally. And it's super exciting because the Bloom line also it improves the appearance of dark spots, even skin tone, and brightens using all natural ingredients. Hello, Young Living. It's not loaded with chemicals, right? Typical of Young Living. It's clean and safe. So people who want to even their skin tone and brighten their skin, that's who's looking for a skincare line like Bloom. So the reason why I have no makeup on and my hair is up like this, I don't know if you can still see, and Christy said, hey, it's going to depend on their monitors, but, and I know I'm super small right now, but I literally did the trio right before this call. And I absolutely noticed a difference in the brightening of my skin. You can definitely see the mica that's included. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that as my dogs welcome my son home. So sorry about that.
No worries.
The first step is this Bloom brightening cleanser. Okay. This is the size of it so you can get an idea. And it is a really smooth gel with sheer lume-like smell. It's very light. This entire line has a very, very light fragrance to it. It is not at all overwhelming. So it gives a little bit of shine from naturally sourced mica starting right here in the cleanser. Starts with the mica there. Your skin feels clean, but not overly tight and dry afterwards. It is a hydrating cleanser that makes skin feel fresh and clean, plus soft and healthy. It uses ingredients that people recognize, like the plumeria flower, which has been used for its beautifying properties in the South Pacific. So it would probably help if I had moved to that screen so you guys could see that. So this will give you some more information on the brightening cleanser. And as I said, this gives you your steps on how to use it. So don't worry about that. It's all included in the resource guide for you.
This is a little dot of it, and you can sort of see that it's a little shimmery. Like it doesn't look like a normal cream that you use to cleanse with. It's crazy. I wish you could see like the total shimmer on my hand. I don't know if you can or not.
Well, and what they did at convention too was they did it on the back of one hand. So you could
like you can see how this one's kind of matte and this one has a shimmer to it.
Yeah, actually I can see the shimmer, Christy.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. So the next step is the brightening essence. And you guys, this is so cool. Like when I first got it, yeah, between Andrea and I, you should be able to see see all that mica in there? So what you see kind of moving around in here, it is quartz and crystalline mica, which is ethically sourced from France and the US using, of course, only sustainable practices because hello, Young Living. It can help increase the hydration in your skin up to 88%. That's huge. I have only used it once so far, which actually, do we tell them now?
Go ahead. Oh, do tell.
So Andrea and I have decided, starting August 1st, we are going to use the Bloom line alone. Well, no, I'm still going to use my Wolfberry.
You're allowed.
That just hit me. No, I'm still using my Wolfberry, girl. But we have committed to using this for 30 days straight, and we are going to take before pictures and after pictures to see if we notice any kind of lightening in our own skin. So, brightening.
We're going to talk about it in our first webinar, which we'll give you more info on at the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to share our very real feedback.
So it's a very luxurious, this whole line just has that feel of expensive luxury, I guess is how I would call it, but kind of comes out in drops, and you want to get about a quarter size amount, but this I have to show you on the back of my hand because the shine on this is ridiculous. I mean, look at that. That is way shimmery, and you can see how matte that is. And I have lotion on my hands, you guys. So, I mean, but it's not overpowering, and it doesn't stay that way. So don't think you're going to walk around looking like you have glitter on yourself all day. It's going to sink into your skin, and you're not going to look that shimmery all day. You will have a beautiful dewy look that everybody strives to have these days. It's not as thick as a serum and not as heavy or sticky, but it's not as thin as the toner. It's hard to explain, but it's not heavy at all. I didn't feel like it weighed my face down or anything. Like I told you earlier, the art serum kind of makes me feel heavy during the day. I did not have this feeling when I used it for the first time. So that was an added bonus for me because I was worried about that. But it helps naturally bounce that light off your skin, helps it look a little younger and smoother and radiant. It's amazing. And I can't wait to use it for 30 days straight.
I'm super excited too. And, you know, as we move into the lotion as well, having done this just before this webinar, I can still feel everything on my face. And all I can think about is what a great primer this is going to be for Savvy Minerals. So I'm super, super excited about that, which I hadn't thought about until tonight was the first time I used it. I'm going to be very honest with you. So I wanted to see how it was. And we had committed to starting on the 1st, but I decided to jump the gun and try it tonight so I could tell you about it.
Oh, I had to try it before the class.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. You tried it before.
Right back.
Okay, so I'm going to continue talking about the lotion. This uses oil from the Happy Pili tree farm in the Philippines, which I just think is so cool. They say that 2 pumps is all you need. I would start with 1. And I think you might have enough. Actually, I'm sorry. Take that back. The brightening lotion, I do agree. 2 pumps. I used much less of the brightening essence, okay, that Christy just talked about. I used much less of this, but I did use 2 pumps of the lotion. So 2 pumps is probably what you'll need as well. It is hydrating and moisturizing without feeling heavy, and it has ginger root extract in it and seaweed derived ingredients. So all kinds of good stuff for your skin. It uses the Sheer Lume brightening complex that everybody goes crazy for. Like Sheer Lume was the thing to get for brightening and evening skin tone before Bloom came out. So Sheer Lume is kind of the base for this in some ways, and it brightens the skin's appearance while boosting natural radiance. And it has antioxidants that help to minimize the appearance of future damage. So yay, super, super, super excited about this line. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about a couple other products for other skin types, because we've got, you know, as we said, we've got the mature skin, we've got the younger skin, and then we have the definitely younger skin.
So one of the first things we're going to talk about is the charcoal bar soap. I personally love the charcoal bar soap. I use it on from my head to my toe. I absolutely love it. This is the size of it, and it has a cute little living logo on it when you first get it. I just literally opened this. That's what I went to grab. But I love it. It has a nice orangey, refreshing, soapy smell, but it leaves my skin feeling absolutely clean. I don't use it every single day. The charcoal soap would be a little bit too much for me on my face. But I do use it probably once a week since I have the more oily skin. And I just love it. It does not leave me feeling, you know how some soaps can leave your skin feeling super tight? That does not happen to me. But this is good for combination oily or acne prone skin, charcoal. It's going to help pull the dirt out and all the impurities. And like I said, it doesn't leave me feeling super dry, so it helps keep that moisture intact. But it's really good for anybody that has some troublesome skin. Speaking of troublesome skin, the next product that we're going to talk about is the acne treatment. Did anybody have anything to say about the charcoal? Andrea, or anything? Okay. So do you have a slide for or is it all in one? I have something blocking.
The acne is on with the charcoal bar.
All right, so see how that,
Am I frozen or is Christy frozen?
I think Christy's frozen.
Okay, so I'll tell you about the acne treatment until she gets unfrozen again. My son uses this and it is fantastic. It is literally maximum strength acne treatment cream. So it is one of Young Living's products that is considered an OTC product, which is great. And it's the reason why we can have the claims that we can say about it, because it really does work well. I think we just lost Christy and she'll hop back in. I know that she was having storms on her side. So really, really great for spot treating, okay, wherever. And this is not relegated to teen use only. I have used it myself. So if you need to use it, use it. And then I'm gonna back up the Orange Blossom Facial Wash. This is another great cleanser that is particularly designed for more of teen skincare or those who might have, you know, the need for removing more dirt and oil from pores and having greater cleansing of their skin. So reviewed and tested by dermatologists, created with sensitive skin in mind. So it's still for sensitive skin, but it will address those teen skincare needs, even if someone is outside of their teen years. So it's a great cleanser to consider if that is more the type of skin that you have. So
can you guys see me? Am I back?
You're back.
I'm back. I don't know what that was. It totally went away, but it reconnected right away. But all the chats that you guys did, they all went away. So if you had questions, I'm going to miss them. Hopefully.
I'll be able to look at them, and I'm sure you will as well.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to point out for the acne treatment is, notice we're calling it acne treatment. The other, like the charcoal bar soap, we can say troublesome skin, but we can't use that A word. This has been approved as an over-the-counter acne treatment by the FDA. So I thought that was very important to mention, because we always love when our products get approved by that. And like I said, I use it as a spot treatment. So I will literally just take a tiny, tiny, tiny amount and just put it right on where I need. Which I need some right here, right now. You guys can't probably see it, but we're going to use this.
No waste.
No waste. I tend to get, I'm very bad at doing this all day, which is not good. Therefore, I tend to get little bumpies there. So I always have the acne treatment on hand because I tend to make myself get pimples there. That was just my 2 cents.
No worries. So we had just hopped over to this. You guys, we talk about essential rewards every single time that we have one of our webinars, but here's one of the really great benefits of being on essential rewards. So many of the products that we talked about tonight, you can redeem your ER points and get them for free. Now, Bloom is not included in that, okay? So you always end up waiting at least 6 months on new products before we're permitted to redeem ER points for those products. don't quote me on it. Will be exactly 6 months before you can start using your ER points on Bloom products. It could be longer, depends. Not everything is redeemable with ER points, but that Wolfberry eye cream, the Art Intensive serum, the Art skincare system, all of that, the charcoal bar soap, the makeup remover wipes, the Orange Blossom facial wash, and the acne treatment cream. You guys, all of that is point redemption available, whatever I'm trying to say. You can redeem your points for those. So this is, if you've been wondering, hey, what do I redeem my ER points for? These are great things. Or, hey, what do I put in my monthly ER? Hello, Bloom. So lots of great options that you can try. And we wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. We have our webinars already scheduled for August, and we have a couple of quick announcements with it. So Christy, do you want to tell us about the first one, and then I will tell about one further on?
So most of you on here, I think everybody on here has joined us for our webinars before. Well, this class that's going to be on the 5th is live, unscripted, and off the record. What does that mean? That means we are not recording the Zoom call. That means we can more freely tell our stories because we're not going to be recorded and out on the interwebs for people to see and say, oh, you're not supposed to say that. So come join us. There's no specific topic. You come and ask us anything you want to ask us. If you got a new oil this month and you're like, hey, how can I use this? Bring it. It is going to be basically, I don't want to say a free-for-all because that sounds quite chaotic, but basically it's a free-for-all. We wanted to start having a class where we could just totally say whatever we wanted and be real with you. Obviously, we're still not doctors and can't diagnose and all that stuff, but we can tell you our story. We can tell you, hey, this is what Palo Santo did for me. This is what, the Wolfberry eye cream did for me. I can use a W word that I'm not supposed to use. It's fantastic. So I'm super excited for this class. It's the first one that we've done like it. So I hope that you all join us and bring some questions.
And invite your friends. You're
Yes.
more than welcome to invite people. So we've got some new things on this month. Obviously, each of the topics are new, but we've got some similar. We wanted to follow up the skincare with Savvy Minerals. So we have heard you guys saying to us, we want to know about skincare. We want to know about Savvy. So we wanted to share about both of those. We're continuing our What's on the Menu series that we've been doing. We are now up to main courses. So super excited to share those recipes. And I've been having conversations with people, and some of them are saying, boy, things are a little tight right now, and it's a little harder for me to get the amount of oils and products and things that I want each month. But yet there are people like you guys are who are using their products continuously. You guys have been on with us for so many of these webinars. I think Marsha has been on for every single one. I don't think Marsha has missed a single one. So you win, Marsha. And I know that Cindy has been on for a ton of them, and Charlotte as well. So many that I recognize the names of. So you guys love your products. And you're going to find that as you are telling people what you're loving, that they're going to be saying to you, oh gosh, I want that. How do I get it? Well, they can actually get that through you, and it can help pay for your monthly oils, pay for your Bloom collection. Maybe it could pay for a bill that you would like to cover during that month. So we're just going to share with you the business side of Young Living and share our personal stories about it and what the business has meant to us. No pressure, no commitment. Just come learn, come hear our stories, because some of us have some pretty powerful stories. I'm going to share with you guys about when we were on food stamps and where we are now. And so with a family with 4 children, to go from food stamps to now, it's a pretty big deal. So I'm excited to share that story with you guys, and we would love to have you join us. So I'm going to stop sharing our screen because we need to do the Q&A. And we have lots of chats in here. Now I'm going to look back at the chat, but If you have a question, please go ahead and unmute yourself and ask the question, but I will look for questions in here.
Julie or Andrea, do you want to stop recording?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.